What do you do if you're in that exercise class, a yoga or Pilates class, and the instructor tells you to bend all the way forward and touch the floor, or to do a really, really deep twist, and you have osteoporosis or osteopenia? I'm going to give you alternative poses that you can do that will be both safe and effective for osteoporosis or osteopenia. I'm Anne, a physical therapist and holistic practitioner for bone health. Stay tuned for what I tell my clients to do instead. All right, so the forward fold. Obviously, this is going to put your spine in a lot of forward flexion, again, that we want to minimize when it comes to osteoporosis or osteopenia. The first thing we want to ask is, what is the purpose of this stretch? Most of the time, it's because the instructor wants to help lengthen in the back body, to help stretch out the back of the legs and maybe into the low back a little bit. So there's a better way to do this. So when everyone else is folding forward, what you can do instead is you can just get yourself into your hinged position. So we will take the heel of the hands, put it in the front of the hips, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, keeping the spine all in one line, and really feel like you're lifting your sits bones to the sky. You can place your hands on your shins, and you should feel a nice stretch in the back of the body. So here you are, getting that nice warm-up stretch without resorting to rounding of the spine. So this is a perfect place to be, to get more length in the back body. So you would just hold this position for however long everyone else is holding their position, and then to come out of it, you'll just unhinge and straighten the knees. Easy peasy. All right, the next thing that you could do, or you could stretch each hamstring out individually by just bringing one foot forward. Again, we're hinging at the hips here. Notice I'm keeping my spine all in one line. I'm extending that knee, so this knee is straight, and I'm flexing the foot. You could even pump the foot up and down. You will get a hamstring stretch. You will help open up the back of the body. This is a great stretch to do, all right? And just remember to do it on both sides. And straighten. The next stretch that we would want to find an alternative to would be any of the deep stretches. So those would be the ones with the leg crossed, where you're holding that leg and then you're turning and really, really twisting here. So too much rotation on a spine with low bone density might not be the best idea. So instead, we can do a different type of rotational stretch. The other stretch too that you may see is thread the needle. So this would be the one where you're on hands and knees, and you're bringing one arm under. And this is not ideal because you are both flexing the spine with rotation, and then you're leaning on it. Also not a great position to be in with low bone density. So I'm going to give you a couple different ways that you can do that type of rotation while keeping the spine in a much better alignment with osteoporosis or osteopenia. Okay, so what you would do, you could take a yoga block and stand it this way, or you could take a couple pillows too, and then just sit on them. All right, so this would be, while people are doing that other stretch, you could just grab the block, sit on it, bring your arms together, and then extend tall through the top of the head. Make sure that you've got some nice neutral spine going on here, that the pelvis isn't rocked back, it's not too far forward. You feel the sits bones on the yoga block. You've got that rib cage nice and nestled over the hip bones, shoulders lined up over the rib cage, and hip bones, ears over the shoulders. Now, again, feel that length in the top of the head. Bring the arms to the front, and then just open one hand as you're following it with your gaze. So you're rotating in the upper spine. You're getting more specific movement in the spine in one direction. You're not combining flexion and rotation and side bending. So this is just rotation up of the upper spine, the thoracic spine. It's very gentle and easy to do. All right, so you would just do maybe 5 in each direction. Again, following the hand, only going as far back as you can follow the hand. So coming back and then returning, and you would do 5 or so on each side and return. All right, the next rotation type exercise we can do, these are called different things, but they are often referred to as open books. And what you'll do here is you'll put a pillow, a small pillow or a block between your legs. You'll come down onto your side. The hips and the knees are bent to about 90 degrees. And you can also have a small support underneath the head if you like. For most people that feels a little bit more comfortable, and you're keeping the spine in a better alignment. And all you're going to do is the same movement. You're going to just take an inhale to reach the arm to the sky, and on the exhale, follow that hand to the back. Take an inhale to come back to the ceiling, and exhale to close the book. And again, inhale to float the arm to the ceiling. On the exhale, open, follow the hand, only go as far as you can and still see the hand. Inhale to ceiling, and exhale to close. And again, inhale to float, exhale. So you're really keeping those knees stacked. They're not moving along with you. You're just moving the upper body. And this is a much safer and more efficient way to get more rotation or twist in the spine, while also keeping it safe for osteoporosis and osteopenia. And just remember, when you're coming up, to push up all in one piece. You can come up to your knees, and then you can step up from there. I hope this video was helpful, and now you know what to do when you get into that exercise class and they give you that forward bend instruction. You have some alternatives to go to. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so you will get alerted to the next video. Until next time.